first name, middle name, because some people in Indonesia and Philippines, they have middle name in Europe. What can do with this detail? For example, if we have a scholarship and film, after you finish this, you give to me, I will show you the detail. Good morning. Right? You're thinking what is religion?
I think that this week I will have some idea about
okay, it's Thai or Vietnamese.
Okay.
Why we not go?
Right now I'm working at the faculty of, and so I work at the Solacane University.
It's land management.
Land management.
I study in Hanoi University of Agriculture. Actually, I don't have all of them. Maybe I
advise you to work together with the connection, the relationship, you know. What is the program and what is the opportunity for you in the future? Okay, we will start at Act 10 together or then but we will teach you at the beginning. Your name is Jen? Thank you.
University.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Victor.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So thank you.
My name is Saengsuwan. My name is Agriculture, Resources and Production Management.
University, you know the meaning of Kasetsart. Kasetsart is like agriculture, yeah. Agriculture, the small guy, the one that set up the laptop with the tab, you tell us in my course for the rest of the time. Biological cycle, etc. And biodiversity with Ajahn O. And then for the third week today, I will integrate that or bring all everything that you have learned with the GIS, how to manage it, how to work with it. And today and tomorrow we will study here at this building. Tomorrow, the second floor. I already informed you, the second floor, room 209 tomorrow. Today and tomorrow we will have to work only lecture, lecture and some computer software, a little bit to showing you. And on Wednesday, I will live with you or send you email or text you. On Wednesdays, I will prepare a manual for ArcGIS 9 or 10 for you, chapter by chapter, and I request Ajahn Noi to help me to share with you all the software. Tracking software, I will not confirm with you that this one will be working properly or not, but just for practice, not for education. And then if you're interested, you have to buy the license. In fact, we have in the university, but we have only one single license. But all of you, some of you have experience already in ArcGIS, some is not. So that I will have to adjust some detail for you. So this is the principal thing, just 1 day, 2 days. And then next I will inform you again, update, up to date, something like that. So if you have any question, please call telephone, my cell phone or email. Like God or the natural resources order us to see again. Because I learned IT is information technology. About GIS modeling, remote sensing, in year of 2000. 14 years ago, I learned GS and remote sensing in Togo, in IPP. At that time, I got a Saengsuwan scholarship from the Philippines. After I got this, I already get in the university. I work as a research assistant. And then I complete the scholarship. I got the fund from the Philippines to study in Indonesia. And that is the first time for me to go to Indonesia. I have a good history. Have you been there? The place, that is a symbol of, we call the god of the rain, which the dragon in back home, for getting the rain for the paddy field, for the poor people, for farmers. So we wear this one here for the lady and the chest here, and the right chest. The first light. Here, GIS, GIS, it means Geographic Information System. Sometimes we can use a geographical, some book like those. So this is just one element of geoinformatics, we call geoinformation technology. Together with three of these, we have three components. But we will study only one first. Geoinformation technology composed of three elements or three principles. One is remote sensing. Remote sensing is mean the process of NV, something like that, to make mapping using the satellite data. For example, if you don't mind, you can look back at the room, for example, that one. You can see the map, the kinetic map. That is the Google Earth mapping. That is called the product of a remote sensing. We have a global positioning system or GPS. GPS that have in your cell phone, in your car. We will practice something like this on Friday in Nong Hanoi. We have to the Lotus area. We will work how to use GPS and then how to put the GPS in the GPS data. Nong Hanoi, the photo. We already been there. No? I saw your photo. You have been in several places. Very nice. So all the things we call. Sometimes we call 3S technology. 3S technology. S number 1, S number 2, S number 3. 3S technology. Or geoinformatics or geoinformation technology. So all together with a 3S information system like this. And then if you think about GIS, what are you thinking about GIS? I wrote this one here. Maybe if you not agree, maybe you can raise your hand and then you talk with me. What's the meaning of it? If I think it's a tool. GIS is a software. It's like a tool, like a technological tool for geo or spatial data management. Spatial is mean land. I work here in Macro. I prepare some kind of data. This is a good data for making a dam or run this project or not, give to the government or the decision maker or the prime minister to understand what is the process, what is the map, what is the criteria, and what is the impact, something like that. So that the decision maker will use the GIS like a somehow system. In the future, you might be a decision maker who will know. But right now we are users, we are students, so that we have a lot of buildings using, and then in Thailand difficult to exhibit the dam on this wall. Yeah. Now they have a lot. Right now I study is more than 100 dams now conducting, and for electricity for sale. They use a little bit because they have not. We have many things. We have LCD, we have computer, we have data. It access of information in form of collecting data. We are collecting using a GPS in the field in this coming Friday. Now we get the point, we packing, and we store together. We store it maybe in the countdown. If you want something should be come out immediately. For example, if I have a database of student here, how many is male or female, so that GIS can do everything and then update on this. So that we have to protect using GIS. Now also we have land, water, etc. and attribute link together. If we do something on the map, the something we show on the attribute data based on our field. For example, if we are user and guide or the tourist to go, what's the GIS to use? Yeah? You just use the answer to where is the area or where is the environment. For example, if I use the GIS here, the GIS data, where is the freshwater lake? Yeah, you take a boat along this Iceland there. Yeah. That's what is the project that will be next year. The animal we have to do agrobiodiversity surrounding with water resources. It is non-flow. And non-flow we call lentic system, something like that. So that we have to mapping, to set our study area. Introduction, title, introduction, study area. We have to set where is something like that. We can do this. For programmer, we have a faculty of engineering, computer engineering. Most of them study, sometimes we don't need to work on that. But we have the idea, we request them, request our friend. Okay, that is all for the time. So then I let your time today about 15 minutes. No? And you can sit here or you can do anything. I will get some work. Thank you very much. Kasetsart scholarship.
I will graduate my undergraduate next year in actually still I'm still in university, but I will graduate in April next year. So maybe before April, so after January maybe I will already done and graduate bantuannya. We are not really close, but because many students from Europe or from Canada, from America, they study since so they are going to read. And one of them is focused to see what happens. My senior, she made like my so the second competence they all very good for me.
That's why the shape of the
Yeah, that's why he tried to get, and she already done for the job because my previous research I tried to make collagen from fish skin for the byproduct. Actually, I am success. Yeah, actually it's a success, but because contain too much.
The benefit from collagen is to make our face softer. Right?
And in Thailand, I saw many collagen drink.
Yeah, collagen is a beautiful drink.
Beautiful drink to make innovation. And I never see the collagen beautiful beauty drink in my country, and I will make it. Yes, yeah, I will make it. That's why okay for this collagen. Her name is Dr. Sutija in Bogor. Here I will do my innovation because our government will fund, will give money. And for my research, actually my research now already also funded by my country, Indonesia, 13 million rupiah.
Okay.
But
But it's not big enough. Size selection. Which side will be the best for something like that? We use the procedure of this. Hardware is we use your own computer. Notebook is a hardware. The software we use for Janoi. Software, App 10. I have an App 9 in your computer, but only one single. It's not cannot share. But the class we study on this. But before, I work in Bangkok. I work in Bangkok. I just started for here for 2 or 3 years. I did not set the laboratory for you yet. So that a little bit maybe it's not comfortable for you. I'm sorry for that. Before in Kasetsart Bangkok, I have a computer room with GS or software license, good for 30 students, and to teach them for every semester. Bought this one. They put together two faculty, two firms, two industries put together already. It depends on how many components on the GS. You have to answer five things One is the people, the second is data, the third is procedure or methodology. And the fourth and the so on is software and hardware. Then when they will go more detail on software. You work, you just practice, after that I will find a book for you. And then I build data just like this. This one form I have built in polygon and catfish will move to this side, to this side. In this river, what is spawning ground, something like that. And then we make a database like this. Make it together and put in the website. It will be nice. Another special data that show to you here, we can create raster data. This is license data. This area is in the south of Thailand, Kolodong province, where the place that was affected by tsunami, 2004. They closed the coastal zones of Thailand, including Southeast Asia, Malaysia, Indonesia as well. So we can map the area of a mangrove like this. This one is the mangrove area by integrating the satellite image. This is sea, this is the land. The sea is a water resource that we have already learned biological cycles. In our earth, we have only 3 things, actually 4 things. Land, water, and then climate, which means wind and heat, something like that. Only 4 things, so that we have to learn on this in the large scale. We have the blue color here. Lake. It's like a lake, no? Lake or pond, something like that. Because the reflectance of the color is almost the same here. In fact, that is a fish pond, sheep farming, sheep farm. Sheep farm or fish pond, that area. This is also special data, or feature, or theme, or layer, all the same things. This is attribute data. What is the type, for example? And then, if I would like to query, or I would like to, if I were, for example, if I were a businessman, I want to buy the shrimp farm. Where is the shrimp farm? We just looking in the GIS, and then they will show us immediately 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 farms of shrimp, right? But for example, in Thailand, we have a lot of area. We have a lot of data, not only 9 million, right? If we didn't have GS, how can we retrieve? It's difficult. It show up in the map. This is the area, so that it can go easily, save time and cost, and work very efficiently. That is our components. We have 5 components, and basically we're looking for the data. Without data, we cannot work. Without people, the data nothing. So, in 5 components, which one is important, most important? What do you think? People or data? The most important of the GS components.
All of them are important.
Which one?
All of them are important because
All of them are important. Why? Because of?
Because if we have data but there's no people to produce it, we will not the data for GIS. But if we have people but we don't have data, the people, what should the people do? So both of them are very important.
So all of them important. I mean, we both of them because we are talking to both.
Yeah,
but actually, all the things. Yeah. Actually, the people it should be. The people is. I think the people create everything. But if without some things, some people cannot work. Yeah, right. Should be related. That's why this is what we call system. No? System is being linked together. So that the question asked, what's the most important element of this model? Everything is important. Right here, who is important? All that's important. All the same. We are together. Same people. Same human being. Okay, I move to the GS function. GS definition, GS component, and then GS function. Function is mean ability to work. How to work on GS data, procedure, software, on the components. The GS function composed of 6 functions, like a definition of formal definition. Capture, Capture is when getting the data. We try to getting the data. Like we take a photo, we get the GPS collection, noting down. Something like we call capture, and then we store it. It means we put it in the USB, in the cell phone or CD or in the soft file, email, etc. And then we can query the data because we have a lot of data. In Thailand, we have the organization we call GISDA, Geoinformatic Space and Technology Organization is in Bangkok. They put all the data and then we query by the users. And then we can analyze in this way and we make an output. The function we have 6 functions. The component we have 5 components. The definition is up to you, but should talking about spatial attributes, tools, and decision makers, something like that. So that all of this will be the layer. All the layer, beam, or spatial data, or feature here. Vector, raster, all together we can combine, we can do something like that. It's really powerful.
Sir,
Yes.
what the definitely definition of query?
A query is mean we asking question and then we get the answer. Query is when we want something and then we ask computer to do it for us and then they show it up. Query is like a question. Query, question, but answer, question and answer we call query. Very close with us. For example, our student get sick, get stomach ache, and then I query the data of GS, where is the nearest hospital, nearest, and the location of KU, CSC. They will show us, you go this way, you go this way. So that the doctor can bring the ambulance really fast. Or, police, where is the truck, coming outside, something like that. This query. So first, we talk with capture data. Capture data, we put in the data set, JS data or JS data set. We can capture from the paper map. The paper map we call topography map. Topography map. You have your topography map in each country. Like this, we call topography map. This is a lake of Nong Han that you already traveled, no? The fresh water there. The first week of Saturday weekend. This is a paper map. You can get like this. You can get the coordinate from Word or Excel that your friend can send you. Digital data or GPS like this. We can capture first and then put it. And then we store. When we store the data, the data will be stored in the school format, vector and raster. The vector is a discrete. Discrete means not linked together. This one, vector data. For example, if we go to this one, is a study site in Friday. On Friday, we have the river like this. We use the GPS to correcting. We store it like this. But if in the satellite data or raster format, will be put it in the grid, a little bit different. But more or less, the location will be the same. For example, it's a tree here, where the tree is a polygon. 1 polygon, 2 polygon, 1 line. All of this we call vector or feature, like anything that you know. But here we have the grid, here we call pixels, pixel base or grid. Green here might be a tree house, and the blue one is the river or something like that. So it's some kind of the represents data, how to represent this and one. And here we have a different useful. For example, here you can calculate this way. For example, if you use some number, the blue one you might use 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. If you want type something, for example, if number 1 type water quality parameter with a lot of numbers, you will get some mathematics. You can calculate easily. But for the vector, it's very sharp when you produce the map. The output will be really beautiful, really sharp and useful, good meaning. I mean, when we zoom to a small area, so that we have to mix together, and then GS can work for both. for vector and raster. So then when we request the data, we have to ask for two types of data. Hello everyone. Selamat hari raya. I heard from Ada that she participates hari raya, no? Hari raya events. This same for the city.
The girls are still on the way, they changed that.
Okay, no problem. So 3 more, no?
Yes.
Two more from Malaysia. Malaysia, Indonesia, and Brunei, they use more or less the same. The language is more or less the same. We call bahasa Indonesia, bahasa Brunei, bahasa Malaysia. Thai and Laos can communicate with this country different. Vietnam difficult to learn. Cambodia difficult to learn. But the language is really important. You have to learn this language. I want to learn a lot of language. It's really important. Okay, we continue, no? Continue, and then our friend will come later on the project and will assign them to fill up the rest of the work. The mangrove has in the mangrove area, which the area greater than 450,000 meters, they can show. We can put the criteria, the condition is really big, the largest, it is large. So we have to do query information first. My LIO area is my province, select only. In Thailand also we have a lot of provinces. I will select only Saengsuwan on only study area. And then we looking for spatial data analysis. And then when the water increase, moving the falls, heavy rains. The house nearby the lake might get effect first, might get effect because of the flood. Compensation to the people. No need to pay all the people, so that we can save money for the poor men. So I might pay, but not too much with the most affected. Overlaying, this is also the analysis to overlay. You can overlay together. You can put the data together. You have the water resources. You have water quality, pH, DO, a lot of layers, and then you put with the animal. For example, pH, DO, and number of fish. You put together. All of fish might be stable in particularly water quality, right? Yeah. Not all fish love all the water or the land, something like that. So that we can find the suitable area for biodiversity, something like that. This is the principal technique. With the network analysis that I already mentioned, where is the net part. Like we have a GPS in the car, we can move going with the same shortcut, the way it's not too long, something like that. This is a sample of the spatial analysis. And we have a lot of manual for you. We work like this with the computer. Try to program, we have a computer. Alright. We work on Wednesday. We have software. We work like this. Just example, I will bring the data. I mean Thailand people, Thailand data. Work first, and then when you get it, and then you work with your own data. GS display just like this. You display your map, your title, your graph, your photo, your region, detail of the table, something like that. Notch, arrow, scale, and put it. We call thematic map. Thematic. Thematic is mean a particularly area. Because no one study here. No map here. All the map will be like this. Or tourist map, or military map, topographic map. But for us, particularly area, the map of Saengsuwan, we have to find here right in the back. That is the place of Saengsuwan. Kasetsart Saengsuwan is campus. You cannot find this map in the general map. So that we call thematic map. Yeah, thematic map. Thematic is come from theme. Theme or layer theme. Yeah. And then output, after you finish your processes, and then you can put in the internet. You like it, you can make a website. I will tell you later. You can print. You make photo. You can make a document for sharing for your own data. That is function of a JS. It's really important. So for the JS project formatting, and the example I will show you in the afternoon. The afternoon we still have to use this routine. You can come here maybe 1 p.m. or 1:15 or 1:10 or so. So that we still have a time, 5 minutes. I have to prepare some document for the next people to come, and then you can go if you want, or if you still have question, you can ask me. So in the morning we learn JS definition, we learn JS components, we have learned the JS function. The JS component of special data and attribute data. The JS is a powerful tool to mapping natural resources for help the people in any aspect of your field. I love fishery. I will find some place for fish to stay, protecting my coral reef, protecting the water quality for the people. You find the best place for paddy field. You protecting the natural resources, forestry, something like that. And that will be part of your project after Wednesday. Okay. Yeah, the time is up for the afternoon, this morning, so that you can feel free. And how can you take the lunch here? How will you do it? ก็กินข้าวยังไงครับต้องไปดูที่ข้าวตอนวันทานข้าวแบบไหนเขาไปที่สถานที่มีโรงอาหารเยอะก็ทำแบบนี้ดูแลกันได้อยู่ใช่ไหมแล้วก็พาเพื่อนมา1 โมง 15ไม่เกินนะ And for the rest 2 people, 2 students, I understand today is a happy day for you. This is a bit late,
University, Ministry Agroteknologi, Ecology,
Fadila Maul Hafsa, you can call me Fadila. I'm from Bogor Agricultural University, Department of Resource and Environmental Economics, Faculty of Economics and Management. And now I'm doing my research about agricultural economics. So thank you very much. Nice to meet you.
You can call me Yusuf. I come from Partai, Malaysia. Business, Department of Agribusiness, Department of Agribusiness, Faculty of Agriculture, University of Malaysia, and I come from Malaysia.
My name is Muhammad Shafiq bin Abraza. You guys can call me Nano. First year student, undergraduate students from Faculty of Agriculture, and my study is a bachelor in GIS. Is the first thing. I never learned about this, and I'm very excited to know more about this day. That's all. Thank you for listening.
This Bogor University and also Malaysia University. Bogor Agricultural University or ITB, Institute of Bogor. Okay, in this afternoon I will show you some project. I will go back early morning a little bit for our friend that is not have a chance to see what it is, no? Yeah, but maybe something earlier or wrong, I don't know. But I wrote all this one for 1 week. And then you can see a lot of things here. The program is a bit maybe change day by day for more comfortable times. My name is Ukodolodi, or you can call me Jante. A alphabet, JK everything. A, B, C, J, K, M, N. A student bio, a student bio data or your information data sheet you already collected. Without symbol you already have to be very good student. This is our today's program on Wednesday. This week. So that you have on data, you have on software, and then you can bring back home and output. We already discussed on this. All the slides I will put in the website, or you can copy it later. But actually, it's the slides of all part of the chain together. So that okay. Today again Monday, 28 July afternoon. Hari Raya Day. Hari is day. Raya Charasha is big. Raya Rasha in Thailand is big, great. I just give the idea for you, and then you share with me. Are you agree with me or not? JS is a tool or the methodology. That's when you make things, you have to do is identify or define the problem. What is the problem here? The problem, like this, I take a photo in Ranong, where I showed you before. In Ranong, still collecting some method or some fish, no? And then the time is very critical. The tsunami might come again. Farming, fish farming, something like that, to get the money. And then, unfortunately, the tsunami is coming lately, so that there are no mangrove. The mangrove is like a natural belt to protect the wind or the storm wave. Which of them, this is the problem. The problem, but this mangrove was cutting, deforestation. So, what should we do? We have to do something to promote. Or at the high mountain, we will say, or stay at the back of the phone, something like that. And then you try to get it by use. After you identify the problem, you make some hypothesis, and then you set the methodology and data gathering. So that the chain of the stick, you can do other things. You can apply. But right now, mostly they use 3S technique. This is a tool that you have to do it. For example, MAQ PCQ is a point relationship that you can supply transaction. So that when you work in JS, not only you have the field of agriculture, fishery, forestry, even agricultural, economic, this put together something like that. Like I said, fishing here. What did you see in the water? I see some fish. I saw